Hello, welcome to Radiant Resilience. I'm Torrey. Today I will be taking you through a little sequence that is great for strengthening the inner thighs, your adductors, the outer thighs, the abductors, as well as a little bit into your outer glutes. It's also going to be a little bit working the internal and external rotation of your hips. This is also a great thing that you can do if you're having some misalignment in your SI joint or your sacrum area. This can often be almost a little self-adjustment to bring things back into place if they're out of alignment. You will be needing a few props. A block if you have one of those available. If you don't, you could use a towel. This is just a beach towel that I folded lengthwise into thirds and then rolled it up. So you want a decent amount of thickness for this particular practice. And while we're doing this, you'll have this between the legs. So you can either have it this way for that narrower position, or a couple of times I'll have you go wider, and you can do it wider for a little bit more width there. Okay, so you can use a towel. You're also going to need a strap. If you do not have a yoga strap, and you'll want it in a loop, if you don't have a yoga strap, you can just use a regular belt that you use around your pants. And we are going to have it around the thigh, so you're going to want to be able to tighten it up. If you don't have either one of those and you have a scarf, you could tie a scarf around your legs as an option as well. All right, so we're going to come down to the floor. You don't need the strap just yet, so have it to the side, but you are going to start with the block. So you're going to come down to the floor, and I'm going to be positioned a little bit sideways so you can see more of what my feet and legs are doing. And then take your block between the knees or just above the knees on the lower part of your thigh. And you want your feet to be the same width apart as your knees. So your thighs are parallel and the feet are lined up with the knees. From there, and this is about a 50% type of effort that you want. You don't want to go into, your max 100%, just about 50%. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, squeeze the block. That's it. And then release. Breathe in, exhale, squeeze. And we're going to do 3 in each position and release. And one more. Exhale, squeeze, and let that go. Okay, so now we're going to bring the feet right next to each other. Soles of the feet are still on the floor, and then you're going to flip your block to its medium width. So if you're using your towel, now you can go end to end instead of the narrow rolled position. So now we're coming into a little bit of external rotation. Feet are together, knees are wider. If this isn't wide enough, you could do even wider position with your block. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, little squeeze, 50% effort, and release. Deep breath in, exhale, squeeze, release. One more time, breathe in, and exhale, squeeze. Okay, let that go. Then you're going to go back to the narrow position and walk your feet out wider. So you might even be able to go as wide as your mat, but I want you to check in. Feet only go as wide as it feels comfortable in your knees. If you start to feel tugging on the inner knee, then the feet are too wide, and just go a little narrower. All right, so now we were in external rotation, now we're in internal rotation. Take a breath in. Exhale, 50% squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. And release. And one more time, squeeze. And release. And then go back to the position that you started in. And now we're going to take our strap or belt or scarf and bring it around your thighs. And you want to be able to tighten it up so that it's fairly firm right here. So you're going to tighten it up. And once you have the belt in place, or the strap, you're going to move the block to the side. So now you want the same foot position, knees and ankles Same with the part, and your thighs are parallel. And now we're going to do that 50% effort pushing out. Deep breath in, exhale, push out. So I need to make my strap a little tighter because my knees were going too wide. Deep breath in, exhale, push out. And one more time, breathe in, exhale, push out. So here you're working those outer thighs. You might be feeling it into your glutes a little bit. And let that go. Okay, now you're going to bring your feet right next to each other, and I'm going to loosen the strap a little bit so that I can bring my knees a little further apart than my feet. So we're going into external rotation. Take a breath in, exhale, push out into the strap, and relax. Breathe in, exhale, push out, and release. One more time, inhale, exhale, push out. Good, and release. So now I'm going to tighten your strap or your belt back up. Come back to where you were about that narrow block width apart, and then with your knees, and then walk your feet out wide. So again, check in, make sure you don't feel any tugging on the inner knee. If you do, then you're too wide with your feet, and you'll just bring them in a little closer together. Take a breath in, exhale, push out. So working the outer thighs in an internally rotated position. And release, breathe in, exhale, push out. And release, and one more, breathe in, exhale, push out. And release. Good. And then walk your feet back in. Now you can move your strap or your belt off to the side. And then bring your feet back to the floor. Okay, now I can turn sideways. Bring your feet back to the floor and just take a big sigh right here. And then bring the knees into your chest and either do a little side-to-side rocking motion or make some circles with your knees going in the same direction. And then if you are circling, go the other direction. Okay, and then we're going to bring the feet back to the floor and roll onto your belly for one last little thing here. So hands are underneath your forehead to support your neck. And you're going to bend your knees and windshield wiper your feet side to side. So you're doing this slow and easy instead of flinging the feet to the sides. So you want to work through your range in a soft, gentle way. Just kind of moving into your low back, your sacrum again. And then bring the legs back up. Walk your knees just a little further apart. And then you're going to cross the feet or the ankles or calves across each other. And then open the feet wide apart. And then cross and open. So this is the same thing. You don't want to fling the feet in either direction. But we're going back to that internal and external rotation of the hips. So if your sacrum, if your SI joints are kind of locked up, sometimes this helps ease things up. But if you fling, you might go past what is the right range for your body and strain something. So you don't want to fling the feet. All right, and then go ahead and lengthen the legs out. Take a nice deep breath in. Sigh it out. And then nice and even, bring yourself up into a table position. Take a breath in and we'll do a few little cat-cows. Exhale, round through your back. Inhale, arch. And we'll do two more of those, round and arch and round and arch. And then evenly bring your hips back to your heels into your child's pose. Big sigh. Maybe do a little side to side rocking. And then come back to center. One more sigh here. And then from there, bring yourself up, and that's it. So I hope you found this helpful, and let me know if you have anything else you would like me to focus on in future videos. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.